Hey guys, it's Dewey. I'm joined once again with Tom.
Hello, everyone.
And as you see, we have some Guild Wars 2 PvP action for you. This isn't the World v World stuff. This is the 5v5, kind of smaller PvP. So.
Yeah. So all right. So we're watching your gameplay, Dewey. Here, you're just wandering around doing nothing because you're terrible. What is this game type, and why are you so bad at it?
This game type is kind of a capture control game type. You go to the different points, capture those points, and the more of those points, I say points a lot here, that you have, you garner more points to win the game. So that's what this is kind of playing as. I haven't done anything quite yet, so I don't know if you can quite say I'm terrible as of yet.
I think it's pretty clear.
I am playing a thief, a double pistol thief and a sword and dagger thief, so those two, you get two different weapon sets in these matches, and that is what I will be using. So look for that. It's kind of the combination that I like the most for a kind of escapey kind of build. It doesn't deal the most damage of all the thief's things, but it does very good for if you want to get away from things. So.
Sure. So is that kind of the idea? Like, so I know that you can equip shields in Guild Wars 2, and you didn't do that. Can a thief equip a shield?
Thieves cannot equip shields. They have the pistol on their main hand and offhand. They have the sword, in which they can equip on the main hand. Dagger, main or offhand. Let's see what else they got. They have a short bow, which is a two-handed weapon, and I think that's it. But you can combine those in different ways, obviously, to get the different skills.
Okay, so you're really limited to just escaping for defense, as you're doing right now. Actually, you just fell incredibly low, and then you were just like, "I'm invisible, lol."
Yeah, that's kind of the strength of the thief, is the blinking, the teleporting to the enemies, and then also just going invisible in order to escape or jump on your enemies if you want to. I've found that for people just kind of starting off, it's easiest to go kind of the long range. That's just easier to use, whereas the short range, like the melee, is a little bit more difficult to grasp and takes a lot more practice to kind of master. So. Right.
So, yeah, from what I've seen in Guild Wars 2, it's really effective to switch weapons for this situation simply because your cooldowns refresh, right? Like, you've got a second set of abilities that are all free to use immediately when you switch weapons, right?
Yep, and there is a short cooldown for switching the weapons, but most of the time that cooldown is, is enough for, your other skills to be, they'll still be on cooldown, so when you switch weapons, you'll be able to use those skills right away.
Right.
And
so we've already established you're terrible at this game, but you've also not died, so these people must be terrible? Or the thief is broken? Thief Imba? Thief OP?
So this is actually the down state. You have a couple options during down state. You can fight to survive, so you can kind of heal yourself, and if you get to the full heal bar, you'll be revived. You can also attack things, and if you kill something, not just down, but actually kill it, then you will get revived again. And then usually they have some sort of other damage skill, and with the thief they also have something in which you can escape being finished off. So
cool. Yeah, from other videos that I've seen, it seems like most classes do have something that they can use to escape, or at least like knock someone down when they're trying to kill you.
And I have definitely found that the most obnoxious class to play against in PvP was the Mesmer. Just with all the illusions and everything, pretty much I found if you take your eye off of the Mesmer for a second, that illusion, they'll switch places or something like that, and it'll just cause lots of mayhem and not fun. As you see here, I am actually running away, and to the right there you saw one of the neutral camps. It works where if you kill this neutral camp, you get 50 points towards your total. So it's advantageous to find one of these camps, and actually, if you have someone on your team that can solo them, having them go for those right away is a nice thing to have. And there you go, stupid transforming into a bird, not allowing into a MMO bird.
Jeez, that lasts a long time. Is that an elite skill? Do you know?
I'm not exactly sure, actually, of what skill that is but it's annoying as shit because it kind of halts that ability to escape as the thief. So because I know, like, the PvP, you really need to focus on what you're doing exactly and what your situation presents yourself to. If you are overwhelmed, it's better to go and try to cap or maybe even distract the enemies long enough for your allies to cap other points. So you need to be careful on when you choose to engage and not to engage. And you notice a lot here of when I'm being chased by two enemies, I'm like, okay, hey, I've had enough of this. I don't want to kind of deal with two of these guys at once. I know that I probably will not win that fight. So I back away until I have a little bit of support from my friends.
Sure. Oh, so you just had a combo attack there. You weren't shooting anything, but it was cool looking.
So you can get different combo attacks from your classes. You can actually combo with yourself as well. The 4 slot there, it actually shoots out a kind of puff of smoke around you, and you can shoot through that to combo the different skills in that. So that can be useful. And to see,
so smoke, does that cause blinding?
Yep, that will cause blindness, which blindness causes the enemy to miss on their next attack. So
cool.
It's not like the original Guild Wars in which blindness would last for 6 seconds and it's like a 95% chance to miss. It's simply your next attack will
blind
fail.
OP.
So I come into this situation knowing there's not going to be a lot I'm going to be able to do about this point. I see 2 of them here, and what I choose to do is in hopes I can distract both of these long enough at this point, and where the rest of my team can kind of go through the other points and continue capping those, winning us the game.
Sure. So, yeah, you're not actually intending to cap this point ever. You might be able to neutralize it, because that'll happen fairly quickly, right?
Yep.
But even still, if you just occupy these 2 people, that's 2-to-1 in your team's favor that they can go and cap stuff while you're there.
And with the amount of escape skills that I have, it's very easy to run away.
Right, and then if they just leave, I mean, they should obviously just keep 1 person there, but are they going to be organized enough to do that? Probably not. They still have 2 here.
It definitely, it really depends on the class. I've found that I can 1v1 a lot of classes. The Thieves do have a little bit of burst damage. I'm not quite spec'd to do a lot of burst damage, but I can if need be, and I can generally 1v1 a lot of classes. As you'll see in later videos, possibly 1v1ing a Guardian doesn't work out too well for me, but hey, what can I do? I can't be the king of everything. And
right. So the enemy, your team killed the neutral monster while you were distracting them at this point, right? So now you've got a buff from that, and then you also got some points. Looked like 50.
Yep.
Right.
Yep, 50 points from the neutral buffs. So definitely something you want to, as this PvP develops, people, generate more strategies and kind of figure out. Yeah, I do a fairly decent job of taking a lot of damage and just running away constantly. The thief has some terrible abilities for chasing and just not very fun.
I might have to stop poking fun at you because this is actually pretty good on your part. But I mean, you're clearly a coward. I can still poke fun at you for that. But this is actually very effective in terms of winning a game.
Well, it's just I think at one point in time I have almost 4 people on this cap shrine, and then of course I'm like, here, okay, I'll neutralize your point if you guys are just gonna leave me alone.
Oh, you almost did. It almost ticked down all the way there. Oh, are you gonna get it here? Oh, not so. Okay, so if you're invisible, no, you don't capture then.
Correct. So you know that's if you want to heal, sometimes because the heal on the thief, or at least the one that I choose, is that you go invisible for a short time and then heal a little chunk there. So
right.
And at this point, you can tell we're mostly going to win. We have 471 to 279, and at the beginning of my running around this area, it was quite even. But being able to distract that many people allowed for my team to take advantage of that, which they did, and it definitely helped out in winning the game. It's not over completely, but at this point, it pretty much is.
Yeah. So even if you hold 1 point, you still keep getting points, right?
Correct. it's not you need to own the majority in order to continue getting the points. It's just so long as you own a point, you will get some. So I don't do the best. 35 points, not the best score on there, but you know, you kind of reward yourself for doing things that benefit your team. In the end, and you can actually continue to fight after the final scoreboard comes up. So don't be deceived by that if you, if you can't, or just continue fighting. That
you've already won at that point, but just for fun.
So that was the PvP for Guild Wars 2, at least one of the ones that will be available on launch. I played quite a few matches. We have some more to show you. Mostly you'll be seeing the Thief and the Guardian from us, because those were the two classes that me and Zach played over the weekend. So look forward to some more matches. Remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already for more Guild Wars 2 content, and let us know if you guys want to see some more matches.